All right, so part one was to understand what is required of us. Part two was to define our variables so that we understand exactly what they are. Now part three is to design the look of the page. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a rough version of the finished page. We could do that with paper. I'm going to do mine in Word. We're going to use our display requirements to determine that. Then step two, locate and save to your PC any images that are required. If we require any images, in this case we do not. And step three is to make color decisions and note them on your design. And we don't have a whole lot to decide when it comes to this page. So let's go ahead with our example and do step three. Step 3 is to take your design requirements and actually translate them into things, into exactly how that page is going to look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it with Word. If it was something more complicated, I might do it on a piece of paper with a pencil, pen, or I would do it in some other software program. But because this is very simple, I'm just going to draw out the way I want it to look in Word. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my specs up there because it's easier for me to see. I'm going to draw a line here indicating that my page is going to start below it, and I'm going to insert my buttons. So here's how I envision mine to look, and I'm going to say print in yellow, and I'm going to make that yellow. Okay, then I'm going to insert two more of those. And I'm going to say print in blue, and I'm going to fill it with blue. And I'm going to print in green. Print in green. And shape fill it with green. Alright, so those are what my three buttons are going to look like. I'm just going to put them on top of there, and then I'm also going to have them enter their names. We decided that they're going to have a name thing. So I'm going to say enter name. That's how I'm going to have it look. And I'm going to have a text box for that. So I need to put in a box, and they're going to enter their name. And that's how my input screen is going to look. So that's my one screen. I'm going to move this down here. And now I'm going to put in how my output's going to look. So my output, I'm just going to have the name come up. So whatever the name is, and that's going to be in like yellow or blue or green. So for example, I'm just going to make it yellow, and the font and all these is supposed to be Arial if I remember correctly. So I'm going to change it to Arial. And I'm going to change this to Arial because they're all in Calibri right now. Where's it? Arial. And Arial. This will also be Arial. Okay, so we got our font requirements, and since I have this highlighted yellow, I don't want it highlighted yellow. I don't know why I did that. I actually want it to be yellow. So I got to get a font color here, and that's going to be yellow. Okay, and or blue or whatever. So like I know that's what I'm going to put it out in color, and that the date's going to also be in the chosen color. So I'm going to put a sample date. I think today is what, October 6th, 2012, and there's my output of my date, and my hard-coded string is going to be hello. All these are going to be in yellow. Now here's the thing. I can decide to do this any way I want. I can say I'm going to put the name because it wasn't specified, then the date, or I could put hello and then the name. Whoops. So whatever I decide to do, since it's not specified, I could do whatever I want. So as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do it this way. Put the name and the date, and then I'm going to put hello underneath it. So this is how my screens are going to look for my that meet my data requirements. and I'm ready to go to the next step, which is step 4, and that is to pseudocode it. So now we're getting to the more technical parts.